All right, everybody, welcome back to Overshot of Paintball Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Travis, the layer of only boys that use LV2s. Waldo is difficult to nail down, so he's not here right now, but don't worry, he is in the episode. And speaking of episodes, this one is featuring our good friend Mike Orlita. Mike previously has played for Payload, but we get into what he's doing this season and his new team and everything associated with that in the episode. So I'm not going to get into it a whole bunch right here, but what I am going to get into right here is telling you guys about Zana Sports. Zana Sports features products such as the SF Joggers, the Grind Air gloves, and the Grind Air jersey. If you would like to get joggers and jerseys customized for your team, you head on over to their website, diadanasports.com, and they'll hook you up with all that kind of neat stuff and get your whole team laced up head to toe and with whatever you need. And if you want to save a little bit of change on the side, use code OVERSHOT when you check out and you'll save 10% on your order, man. We really appreciate you guys. We see you using the code all the time. And it's great that you support Diana because they support us. Another company that likes to support us are the ones with the best gear bags on this planet, and that's Volcano, man. The Volcano bags are fantastic. I now have two. I got the Expand 2.0, which I love bringing that extra room for national events and travel, such as when I have to go on an airplane, because it's that little bit of extra room. Some of the stuff I normally just like slack on the outside of my bag, I actually have to fit everything in. And for ICPL, the Expand 2.0 bag is great. Carlos and the guys at Volcano really do a bang up job. And if you want to save 10% on your bag or anything else I got over there, use code OVERSHOT10 to save yourself some dough. And last but most certainly not least, Eric over here at Evil Durable coming out with awesome stuff on the regular. I just picked some of his animal print headbands from his last release. Fire. I know he's recently collabed with the guys over at Enemy of the State. You can see one of the jerseys right there. They are also always coming out with fire stuff, and they did a nice little collab. Their stuff sold out before I could get any. That's how hot it was. But if you want to visit Eric, his stuff is evildurablepaintball.com. Always fresh new things. And if you want to save money, once again, the code is OVERSHOT and you'll save 10% off whatever you get there, whether it's, like a beanie or something. Again, Eric has always got the freshest jerseys, pants, whatever you need. Go check him out. And without further ado, let's get into the episode. Thanks. All right, guys, welcome to the show. We are here with Mike. I've known Mike for a couple of years now. Mike, Waldo's known him for a little bit longer. We're going to get into his whole story. But first, man, Boulder, welcome to the show, man.
What's going on, guys? Glad to be here. Finally, it's been a minute, long time coming.
I know we've been talking for at least a year about getting you on, so it's nice to get you on here, man.
Hell yeah. I'm excited to be here.
But of course, we all know how these things start off, man. How did you find paintball, my dude?
So it had to be either 1997 or 98. My dad used to take me to the batting cages to practice for T-ball. This local spot had a paintball field in the back, and I don't know, like the guy was like talking about, oh, you guys should try this. It's like your video games, blah blah blah. So whatever happened, like we were like, okay, whatever. We took a walk, ended up playing like a typical freaking like 7-year-old. I was terrified. I was like, this is scary. Like I don't like this. I don't like this. And of course, my dad got shot like immediately. He's gone. I'm in the woods by myself, and I ended up like shooting like 3 guys. The first time I ever played. So I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, you'd be landmine the shit out of some dude just hiding in the back corner.
Dude, I was like pinned up against like 2 trees and like a bolt, like a pallet thing, and I was just like, please no one see me. Please no one see me. And then of course, reality set in, and the next match, whatever we played, just everybody was just like, all right, you're gonna die, little kid. So
that's how that goes.
Yeah. And then after that, we played like once a month for like about a year and a half. And then
like recreational.
Yeah. Me and him played. He hated it. Absolutely didn't understand why I liked it. I ended up becoming friends with a bunch of kids at school who also played, and I was like, yeah, I play paintball. Like, that's cool. You play too? All right.
Yeah, sweet, dude.
Kid, And then we ended up going and starting like a little speedball team, like the 5, 6 of us that played, and it was Saturday, Sunday every weekend.
Hell yeah.
That was
So
crazy thing.
when did you get your first gun?
Um, Probably 99, 2000, something like that. Because when me and my dad were playing, we just rented all the time. And
Right.
my first gun, like 1,000 other people, Tidman 98 custom.
Of course.
Yeah.
Tried and true, man.
Yep. Left that thing outside all winter, picked it up in the spring, works perfectly fine.
Always, always.
Yes, sir.
So you started the team like with a couple of the guys at your school. What was like your first experience with like being on a team, doing a practice, running all this kind of stuff?
Um, I basically like was newer than a couple of the other guys who had already been playing speedball. So they
Yeah,
kind
so
of
you were
like,
the freshest of the fresh meat.
yeah, pretty much. And they just kind of like showed me the ropes a little bit. They're like, all right, so like these are these inflatables, like you're gonna hide behind them, you're gonna try to like shoot this like area, but like people are just gonna come running at you. So be ready. And even with that warning, I fucking sucked. Like I sucked for a long time, and I was terrified, like, because when you walk in, I have a Tippmann 98. These guys are ripping like angels, and all you hear it's like machine guns going off. For a little
Yeah.
kid,
Right.
I was like, I like the woods. Can I go back? Myself into it. But eventually, I got into the swing of things. Big shout out to this referee. He unfortunately passed away. His name was Sin. He worked at Crazy Paint at their indoor field, and I would like hide behind the bunker and just stick my gun out and like blind fire. And he just told me one day, he's like, if you do that again, I'm gonna choke slam you through a table. And I did it again, and sure enough, he like picked me up, he threw me on the table, and I never did that again.
It's how you learn, boy.
Exactly. It was rough back in the day. People were mean.
Oh yeah.
It's not, yeah, it's
A
not like
lot
today.
meaner than it was. A lot meaner than today.
Yeah, like a kid can show up today and everybody's like, "Oh, here you should do this, blah blah. Here, take my gun." No, no, it wasn't like that. It was like, "Fuck you. You're an asshole. Like, be better."
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
dude,
you know
crazy.
what?
I hear stories from back in the day because, like I said, I haven't been playing for that long. I still thought I was going to be a famous rock star at that time. So paintball is not even a thought in my mind. And like just to hear people being so mean, like nowadays, I let my gun out to people all the time.
Yeah, same. I mean, when it works, of course.
What? But so was crazy paint like the field like that you really started going to first, and like it was like your kind of first like home base.
So for speedball, yeah. It was like the very first like experience I had with how I love the game now. But the first field like the that me and my dad played at, it was called Rush, is over in Poughkeepsie. And then it transitioned into Champions, and then after Champions, it transitioned into Overlook Paintball.
Okay, okay,
Those names sound familiar for sure.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I know Herson played there. Chris Wildfoster, a bunch of those guys all played at Champions or Overlook at whatever iteration it was. Same field, same setup.
Cool. And at what point in time did you decide to put it to brass tacks and enter into a tournament with your guys?
Um, Crap. For first tournament, it was a local at the time. I believe it was Champions. It was like a little 3-man like local thing. It was like me, my buddy Spencer, my buddy Matt, and my buddy Brendan. And surprisingly enough, we won. We
Hell
got
yeah.
yeah, we got 5 free entries and like 5 cases of paint, I believe. I think that was like the prize for it. And I can't remember exactly how much it was to enter. But the first experience was like, oh, like we see these guys all the time. They're just gonna destroy us. Why are we doing this? But we got lucky that day, and
Rather
yeah,
be
we
lucky than good any day, man.
exactly 100%.
Mm. But that's awesome. You won your first tournament experience. That's probably a nice little like thing to say. Not many people can. I mean, I didn't shit.
Yeah, it was very cool. And then that was the last time I played an event until 2016. And
Damn.
this was like early 2000s. That was the only tournament I played.
Damn. So that should my follow-up question. I was going to be like, so what was it like trying to repeat that? But I guess you didn't have to. You took a nice. Was there any reason why you took a break? You just like tournaments weren't your thing at the time?
So a lot of the guys in that clique, in that friend group,
Hmm.
they like speedball, but they really enjoyed playing in the woods. So a lot
Yeah.
of them went back to playing in the woods. And then like my buddy Spencer ended up playing with the crazy paint field team. And I like I said, I wasn't good. So I wasn't good enough to make that roster. And then for other teams that I could have played for, they were playing like MPPL. And my parents
Okay.
wouldn't allow me to travel with anybody. I was still like
Yeah.
kind of young. And then once I got
Right.
to the point where I would have been allowed to, my parents were like, "We're not paying for this. Get a fucking job. You're a bum." And
Yeah.
that's when you realize how expensive paintball is.
Yeah.
I took a nice little break and played football and stuff like that.
Oh, hell yeah. What position of football did you play?
Nose guard and right guard on offense.
Which one did you like more?
Nose guard. I want to hurt people.
I want to, yeah. I want to hurt people. Nice, dude. So, what made you want to come back? I'm trying to continue.
Uh,
What made you want to come back to paintball?
so basically, I was going through like a really like rough patch in my life where I was doing all
Yeah,
the wrong things that you should never do. Um,
yeah.
and my buddy Wags one day just hit me up. He was like, "Yo, you want to go play paintball? There's like this field out in Goshen." I was like, "Where's Goshen?" He's like, "I was like a farming town. It's like on the other side of the river." It's like I still have like I remember I kind of tried to get back in like 2011 or 12 or whatever it was, and I had bought like an E-Tech 3 and never used it, of course.
Nice.
Um, so I had all the gear. So I just went
Yeah.
out there with him, and then after that first time, I was like, "Dude, I miss this so much. Like, this is so awesome. Like, why'd I stop? Why'd I ever stop?"
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it just got me back into it.
That was awesome.
And that was Laneway.
That was Laneway. Big old Chris W. taking me in like I was his friend for 1,000 years. Cannot say how much I love that kid for everything he did for me, and Andrew Wittershin as well. Just great group of guys at Laneway. Cannot say enough good things about them.
No, hell yeah. So that's awesome. So like they came in and you felt like they really kind of brought you in.
Yeah, 100%. Because like I practiced there, and my pants obviously did not fit me anymore, so I was in jeans and like a t-shirt, and I looked like a complete and total scrub, and I was still not good. Um, and
You
they
had your
basically,
scrub outfit on to ready to go.
yeah, dude, like, and they basically were like, "Hey, dude, like, you seem like a cool dude. Come back next weekend." So I came back and I came back and I came back, and then I got that old group of friends to actually come back as well, and we like played there for a couple months, and then after that, Andy was just like, "Yo, you're on this team. It's called Frontier. Congratulations." I was just like, I didn't even
Sweet.
know I was trying out.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what kind of stuff did they do? Did they play like D4, D5 level?
So we played D4 and D3 Foxball, rookies and minors.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. Big old Dave Painter. Love him.
Oh, dude, he's
That's
the
your
best,
dog,
man.
dude.
Dude, that is my
He ran
dog.
very
And
good league.
yo, I was so hyped when we were actually at Woodsball World Cup. I was able to get you guys to get him on the show.
Uh, yeah, dude, that's his. That whole thing was pretty sweet. Having him on there, his was definitely one of the most viewed episodes. That's right, I
Well,
forgot you were sitting right there for that.
yeah, that was probably me. I think I watched that like 15, 20 times.
He's like,
But
that's me. I just have it on a constant loop in my room right now.
yeah, exactly. But it's the craziest. Your longest one is the Pat Sinelli one, and I've watched
Oh
that.
my god,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pat,
that's
dude,
the
Pat could
best,
talk.
hands down, best episode.
well, because that's just the way Pat is. Like every conversation with Pat is like a podcast episode. I saw him again the other week, and was like, I just meant to say hi, and we talked for like 40 minutes about I don't even remember anymore at this point. That's just like how Pat is.
Dude, 100%. Every time I see him, it's nothing but love. Like it's like having 5 years go by, but really it's only been a month, and having that long of a conversation.
Yeah, no, he's the best. And I love that he's getting this opportunity with the Bears again. And
Let's go Bears. Honestly, right?
Dude, they're
Let's
going to be dirty, I think.
yeah.
I hope so because we're talking them up like they are. So I hope so.
I just
Yeah.
hope Baracco does not play one single point.
See, that's just mean. Why you gotta do the boy like that?
Yeah, throwing shade already. It's only been 5 minutes, man. 12 minutes,
Dude,
whatever.
hopefully he keep his pod pack on himself this time and it not be
Are you? I'm
drooping.
sorry. Excuse me. Are you trying to make fun of fat people right now? Because that's not cool, bro.
We don't do that here, man. Come on.
Yeah, dude. The
Yeah,
fat boy
yeah.
mafia is gonna come after you.
Mike
I
wears his back the
know
same way. It doesn't look like it fits. It's just like way off. Like this is his body and this is the pod pack like this. That's just like
Bro, you're skinny as hell. He's going to body slam you to China. You're going to end up in a different country.
dude, he could crack me in half right now, dude.
like a glow stick. Yeah.
Yeah. For real.
Next XL, we're just going to crack him in
man.
half and start a rave.
Oh, okay. Who's got the beats? Let's go.
But so what as a player did you think helped you make the biggest jump? Because I feel like everyone at some point in time, I call it like a light switch or it clicks for you. What about like your training or whatever? I'm sure for everyone it's different about that. Do you think was for you? So like for me, it was like stop being such a bitch. I remember I was like, dude, stop being such a bitch and stop being afraid. And once I like just like relentlessly started going forward, I saw my game getting like drastically much better.
Yeah. So that to stop being a bitch is definitely part of it. It's more of so trusting what people are telling you. Like, especially when people have the experience and they're way better than you, and you can clearly see that whatever they're doing is working for them. You know, just trust them and like give what they say a try, because that was one of the biggest things. Like John Chan, he would tell me like, okay, so you did this instead of that, do this, blah blah blah, just little things, and like slowly over time, like because of just paying attention and listening to him, it made my game get better. And then the other flip side of that coin is, you know, appreciate the grind. Like a lot of guys, they don't like practice; they just want to show up for the event. Love practice. If you can love practice, then you're going to be fine in no matter what you do.
Dude, 1,000%. I love drills. Like so many people are like, I get to the field, and there's only a couple people there, and they'll rather just like chill or whatever, and I'll go out there and fucking snap by myself. Like I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm all like, I love the grind, man.
Yeah, like back, I was very lucky during COVID. Like I got to play 4 times a week because everything was like, you know, my job was shut down at the time, so I just played 4 times a week, and that helped a lot. Everybody's like, "Why are you doing it?" Dude, I love it. Love grinding.
Yeah, why not? What else am I doing? Shit.
Yeah, but I'm gonna sit at home and just play video games all day. Nah, I'll lose my mind.
yeah, you gotta undo something, man. All right, cool.
Sir.
So you said you got back into it in 2016. So a lot of time has passed. What has been like your favorite tournament in that like time frame?
Yeah, he's smiling. He already knows. It's Foxball. It's 100% Foxball. Any Foxball event, any of them. Just the community up there, you know, like
Yeah.
I love all those guys. They're all super cool, and they're my type of people. Like, you know, we're here to play and we're here to win, but we're also here to have fun and, you know, slam a couple drinks, you know, have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Dude,
I do like the longer matches and the no mercy rule, which I've always been a fan of. You know, like, dude, you got 18 minutes on the clock. Let me see how many points I can score on you right now.
Dude, right? It's not about, it's like up to them to stop me. So how many can I get?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. And so what about like your future, man? So we were talking a little bit like before we started recording. I know you say you can't say much, but for your upcoming season, what are like your plans and your goals?
So the new team is comprised of, I don't know if we were recording when I first started saying this, but
no, so it's all new for the guests, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
all new for the listeners, dude.
all right. So Payload D3 is at least in the last year's iteration is no more. Some of the guys and myself went on to form a new team. That you're gonna hear it anyway. I don't know when this comes out, but Taylor's definitely gonna post about it. She's all over social media.
Mhm.
It's gonna be called Team Nexus, and the name is a little meh, but it works for for what we got going on.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Tell
play a
our
team that's called
listeners why that name was picked.
Yeah, you're not gonna hear shade from me. My team is called Slug King, so I mean, you're not gonna.
I mean, Slug Kings is pretty hard, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty good name. I like it. I fuck with it. But
It's not bad. I like it because you know what? It gives me. What I like to say in the pits when I'm trying to get everyone psyched up, and I was like, dude, play like royalty. Let's go. So it allows me that, which I like.
fuck yeah. See, yeah, there you go. See, it's every team's got that something, and the reason why Nexus kind of works for us is so I know I already mentioned like Frontier and maybe Stingrays a little bit. Um, I've never like cared about like obviously I love all the teams that I played on for the most part. My favorites would have been Frontier,
Mm.
the OG guys, first team I like played really actually played competitively with and whatnot. And this new team is very similar feel. It's a group of guys that we're honestly like family, such a moniker, and I won't say we're like family, but we're like the best friends that are just as close as family. I
Hell yeah.
love all the guys, and I would not trade a single one of them for anybody in the world. So I'm very happy with that. And Nexus means like a cohesion between cells. So I feel like that's what we are. That's what we are. That's what we are becoming.
No, hell yeah. And it goes into like you
Perfect.
were saying before, and you got to trust your teammates, man. A lot of times to do their jobs too. So you like saying, these dudes for a long time. So hopefully you
Yeah,
guys just roll it, man.
yeah. And even some of the newer guys that I haven't really ever played with before, like them coming in, it just like instant connection. And
Yeah.
those are always the best friends. Like, it's like, oh, fucking just met Johnny next door. Is he gonna be cool? Is he gonna be good? And it's just like instant bonding. Like they
Yeah.
always end up to be like always by your side. You're always with them. You're eating your food. You're fucking hanging out, sitting on the bench together, talking about what you're seeing going on. Like, love it, dude. Absolutely love it.
Yeah. And it's like a culture. So even when someone new comes in, they just get like immersed by it and like take it in.
Yeah, they've been there for 5 years. There are no more new guys. Everybody's around.
Right. Everyone almost knows everyone too. There's really not too many new guys you see pulling up.
Yeah, exactly. And I know Waldo really wanted me to talk about because he had messaged me about the drama and the rumors that he was hearing about Payload going away. Um,
So yeah, speak on it. What do you got for us?
so without going into like all the little nuances, it basically came down to like there was certain people that just weren't like happy with where the team was headed, myself included. You
Mhm.
know, I felt like me and a few others put in a lot of effort into the team where other people maybe not so much.
Yeah, and that's always tough, man.
Yeah, but that's anything in life. Like this is
Yeah.
Right.
at the end of the day, this is a hobby. It
Mhm.
can't consume your life. And basically we tried to have like a nice little discussion about it and everything. And we had like me and the guys on Nexus had a different viewpoint really than some of the other guys, and no bad blood in the water at all. At the end of the day, we shook hands and we were like, "All right, dude, we'll see you around at the field. No hard feelings. Like
Mhm.
hit us up, whatever. Like we'll fucking come out and play. Like we'll shoot the shit. We'll have beers. Like it's not worth it to get into like a whole oh
Pissing
I
Fight
match.
hate
over it.
yeah, it's not
Yeah.
worth it because you're gonna see these people almost every weekend for the entire year. Why?
Right, they're not gonna disappear.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
No, but that's right. And like I like that they're like because a lot of times you do see kind of get bad blood, and I just don't get it. Like it's okay to that you be like, hey, listen, I just viewed a little different you than now. Like maybe I want to take it a little more serious, or maybe I want to take it a little less serious, and you just move on. And then, like, dude, that's okay.
Right.
Exactly, yeah. And luckily we had that happen with leaving Payload and starting this new thing. Like can't you can't really be mad. It's like, yeah, we wish we were all still together and still balling and stuff, but the guys that all had the same viewpoint ended up together, and so far so good. It's been
Hell
gelling.
yeah.
So good beginning to a bright future, in my opinion.
Hell yeah, word up, let's go. All right, cool, man. So this crazy whacked out layout that came out a week ago. What were your thoughts on it, man?
I love it. I love it. It's like it's so much fun to play. I
Yeah,
like
because
this.
I haven't got a chance to play it yet because of WTS because I was at that, so I didn't play the layout at all. I've only just seen I watched a ton of video and stuff on it.
Oh, dude, it can. So like there are spots where you can slow it down, but
Mhm.
you can play it fast and aggressive, and it is awesome. Like
Hell yeah,
I like so personally. I'm a big guy. I'm not fast.
dude.
I'm
What?
fun. Like you see me walk on the field, you're like, yeah, he's playing the home guys. We got a home player, but like this is a field where I can be at the 50, like pretty much right off the break.
Dude,
So
hell yeah.
that's my love.
Dude, nice. Because I saw him just like snakes on snakes on snakes. There's like 40 snakes, but it does look like there's. I mean, looking at it on paper, it looks like there's moves to be made.
Oh yeah,
But
that
I'm sure
you
the
can.
pros are gonna figure out how to lock those down. So we'll
So
see.
you can definitely lock it down, but the thing is, like the spots where you can lock it down, you can also get pinched out of super easy.
Yeah, it's not the
So
most
like
livable spots.
yes, so you gotta like really like this is gonna be a real chess match. Unless you got a team that's just gonna like slam it down your throat, this is gonna be a chess match. Uh, yeah, it's gonna be a chess match because you can send those bodies to like the can on the D side, and he could shoot at the snake, and he can kind of control it. But by doing that, now you leave the entire two highways on the D side completely unwatched, unless you got your front guy just staring down the wire the entire game, and he's trying to like go down the field, look inside, get those easy kills. So
Best kills.
yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see like after the event how teams start playing it because we have 4 weeks on this layout before our event.
Mhm.
So by
I was just
week
about
4,
to ask. OBS is using this.
yeah, 100%. I mean, Tom always uses the NXL layouts because I feel like it's just easier for him than to like why have like somebody come up with a layout for him and then really only the Mats guys are going to be able to use it. This is kind of like even playing ground for everybody.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Plus, like if he makes like a homemade layout or something like that, people are gonna bitch. Be like, "What kind of fucking trash layout is this?" At least it could be like, "Hey, dude, it was a fucking NXL layout." So if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, you go see Tom Cole about that. It's out of my jurisdiction.
Yeah, exactly.
Tom
Although,
doesn't make the layouts, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know
right.
who makes the layouts, and he's the head figure, so he has to take the blame for him.
Yeah.
I do love Tom Cole though. He's a great dude.
Dude, Tom's the man, dude. Tom saved my butt in playing a tournament. I played a tournament with Tom Cole, and I was like looking into the sun, and I couldn't see anything. And then all of a sudden, Tom Cole like backdoored everybody. Worked out for me, dude.
Dude, I wish so. He was supposed to play with us down in Florida on the Los Benditos Mexicanos, and he never showed up. I was a little upset. I know he's got a lot of things going on
It
though.
was so bad, I bet.
Yeah, he's got so much shit going on. No, but I love Tom. I mean, because without him, I mean, think there would be no XL. I know everyone likes to bitch and complain about, literally everything, but I mean, without him, there'd be nothing. So shout out to Tom Cole, man, TC.
Yeah, dude, 100%.
But speaking of that Banditos thing, before we keep going, are you playing any 10-man this year?
I mean, if Dave Painter will have me on his team, I will be there and I will play.
Hell yeah, I hope so.
100%. But going back to the blind, like the layout and homemade layouts,
yeah.
I do like what TSXL is doing with this blind layout. Really gotta be an intelligent person show up day of and see if you can figure it out. I do like that a lot.
Yeah, no, I like it a lot too. And like, because you're gonna see, I almost don't even want to say this, but I mean, it's not like a secret. Everyone should be doing this. Is like we're gonna be there Saturday, watching, learning the D4 guys, trying to learn as much as we can to get ready for this. So I think it's really gonna help show the people that really want it.
Yeah, 100%. And if it shows like the gap, so like, yeah, it's super cool that you get like 4 weeks to practice a layout. You learn that layout so well, you know it like the back of your hand. But
Yeah.
like, are you smart enough to just show up, walk field, figure it out in like an hour before your first match? Can you do
Right.
that? It's just different type of gameplay. And I honestly I feel like it plays more to my strength to where people don't know the layout. You can get a little bit more creative, and I prefer getting creative other than like, all right, my job is I'm going to sit here, I'm going to shoot this blind shot for 5 pods, and then I'm going to come on the inside and shoot this zone for another 7 pods, and then hopefully my front player has won the game.
Yeah. No, because I'm with you, because it's like me playing paintball is not dedicated because of the layout. It's like whether like my life provides it. So I'm playing when I can. So the layout, this helps me because I'm playing anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And I feel like the ICPL guys and like these 10-man guys like you do have an advantage with blind layouts because like, the woods it's pretty much going to be set up in a certain way, but like nature takes its course. A tree
Oh
falls,
yeah.
like, they're not moving that fucking tree. You got to figure out how to use it and play around it. A bush grows in the ground. You got to figure it out. So like guys like you who can like, okay, I see this and then I see this. So if I go here and do blah blah X Y Z, that could equal 2 easy kills.
Yeah.
Guys
No,
like you use
it
your brain a little bit more.
it helps trying to put together too, because you only have so many games on each field too. So it's not like we have a lot of time. Like even at this most recent one, we had like 2 hyperball, like 3 hybrid, and like 3 mounds. Like we got jacked up on the hyperball because we couldn't figure out. We literally had 2 games. Like that's
Yeah.
it. That was it. It was over. Ow.
100%, yeah. So blind layouts are definitely a cool thing, and I really wish like
Yeah, roundabout thing.
more,
Yeah, I like the blind layout too.
yeah, I wish more leagues would like hop on that trend. Although I
Hmm.
will say I'll give NXL props for only doing a 1 weekend drop. You're not going to
Yeah,
see
but
us.
that sucks for Northeast teams.
Yeah,
It
it just
sucks for
sucks for
Why
us
not
right
have
now.
that snow, dude? Like,
It just
like
sucks right now.
Hey, listen, I saw videos of the Cubs guys out there shoveling snow to
Hmm.
grind. So, I mean, how bad do you want to win? How bad do you want it, bro?
Yeah, the ground is hard as fuck out here. Yeah.
it wasn't raining, dude. Because practicing in the rain, I get it. It makes you tough, but it's a complete. I think it's a complete utter waste of time.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you on that
Hmm.
because there's only so much like you can really do. If you can't see anything, you can't see anything.
Yeah.
Right.
But but if it rains at the event, like at least you're in a position where you're like, well, I've been in this spot before. So
Yeah.
it's a catch-22.
Yeah, I agree.
Right. It is that's one of those like super fine line things where I see both sides in sense like what's the point of practice in the ring? Everyone's gun is probably shooting like shit. Everyone's paint shooting like shit. No one can see what's the point. And then there's like the flip side of that like, well, this is where the fucking, the dogs get out and practice, and this is why the dogs win, is because they're out there in the rain. Very catch 22.
Yeah, and especially with the second event being in Texas, it always rains in Texas, boys. So,
Hmm.
you know,
At least it'll be warm.
Dude, I'm glad I'm just not gonna
it's
have to
cold
be
in
there.
it's cold in Texas, and I'm happy I'm not going either.
Yeah, right. But I mean, I'm really while we're talking about this late on the event, I'm too excited because of all the changes too. I'm really excited to see how. I mean, I think the bottom tier teams are going to be the same, but I'm interested to see like, especially like Diesel, and see how some of that stuff worked out. There were some other changes I'm interested too with Infamous to see how all this works out. Although I feel like they kind of made lateral moves.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like unless you're like brand new to the pro league, like some of the rookies that might have gotten picked up by teams, I feel like all these guys are pretty well versed in like, they know how to play. Obviously, they're in the pro. They know how to play
Yeah.
paintball. They know how to make it work with people they've never played before. And on top of that, at these events, like they're all meshing together. They know each other pretty well. I think it's just having them dial it in. Jesus, can't talk. I'm sorry.
Right? It's having like it's like who could be hot. Like we're coming into this hockey playoffs. I know you're a big hockey guy. I'm a big hockey guy. It's who can get hot at the right time, man.
Exactly. It's not going to be the Islanders. Dude, I love
I'm hoping, but our season has been like
dude, I love that. Well, dude, I'm miserable. I'm a Mets, Islanders, and Jets fan. So,
Dude.
let's go. We could fucking cry and we could drink our tears together, man.
Dude, if Aaron Rodgers comes to the Jets, I'll be
not
happy.
coming. He would have to be.
You shut up. Listen, Mike and I are talking. You shut up. He might come.
So
Let me tell
if
you
he
something.
comes to
The
the
Jets
Jets,
have never been good in my lifetime.
that's true. They've never been good ever.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm aware.
Dude,
with Joe Namath.
Draft bad. Free agent bad. I don't know what the correct terminology for that is. They do nothing right.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Zach Wilson, great pick. Psych.
Yeah, exactly. I'm aware. But
Yeah.
hey, at some point in time, you got to hope it changes. That's the point of being a fan. You got to hope they're going to change.
They literally
Yeah,
fire everybody.
They're not gonna. I can hope, but they're not gonna.
Right.
Yeah. But if Aaron Rodgers ends up coming to,
is Joe Namath alive? Call him in to run everything.
I guarantee it's another Brett Favre situation. It's like, yeah, we're finally getting a quarterback that's experienced and decent, and it's like, yeah, it's not gonna end well.
No, it's not. Even if he does come, we'll probably make the playoffs and get bounced in the first round. But
yeah, unfortunately, but I like being a New Yorker. Like, I refuse to like give up on the teams that I grew up cheering for just to hop on the Yankee bandwagon and the Rangers bandwagon. It's like, no, I'm not doing it.
Mm-hmm. Because when we do win, it's going to be so sweet, dude. It's going to be so sweet.
100%.
And the Mets are turning it around, dude. They are spending boku bucks.
Dude, it's wild. I really hope it pans out well. It was a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it works out.
Right? But like, I mean, we'll see. I think they're going to be okay. The problem with doing that is it's like World Series or bust. Like that's what you're like saying. So if you don't win it all, it kind of feels like you fell short. Yeah. But realistically, like, I mean, you got to be happy if they could make a deep playoff run. You got to.
Yeah. I'll say this now. It's the curse of the Mets. They have a good to great season all year long, right up until August.
Yeah, when it matters. Sounds like me when I play.
Yeah, me sometimes too.
Oh, so you guys are like the Mets?
Yeah,
pretty much.
And the Yankees too. Podiums, not a lot of firsts.
Yeah, that's the story of my life too. I just got another fucking third this weekend.
Yeah, but dude, your third, your team was that was as high as you guys are gonna get in that tournament, to be honest.
Yeah, really. I was talking to my girlfriend about this at the other night, and you're right, but at the end of the day, that still doesn't change the mistakes that I made. You know what I mean? I still know that I made mistakes at certain points, and regardless of not we would have won those points or not, I gotta clean up those mistakes and then see where it goes. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, having someone that's never played a tournament going against people that have been playing tournaments since like 1986, you know, that's kind of a big ass. You know, shout out to Michelle playing her first tournament.
Shout out to Michelle. Who's
Hannafin, like, you didn't show up.
Yeah, you're dead to me, Hannafin.
But nice job.
Yeah, when she was like, "Are these guys from Image any good?" I was like, "Yeah, these guys from Image are really good. They're really good."
I think they might have played once or twice, you know.
Yeah, they might have played once or twice, but no, she did really good. The team played really good. Good event too. Good job, Waldo. Bang up job.
Appreciate it.
It was cool
Shout
too.
out to APPA going down.
Right? Shout out to Kevin Donaldson handwriting all the scores on a piece of paper so we could figure out who made it to finals.
Yes. Oh my god, that sounds like
Yeah.
a nightmare.
Yeah, it's always good when Kevin Donaldson's doing the math. You know things are going well.
Boy.
Well, dude.
But no, yeah, real quick, because I know this is your episode, Mike. But Waldo, bang up job on WTS. Another awesome event. Looking forward to the next one at the end of the year, bud.
Yeah, maybe we'll get the Banditos.
Yo, if you get the Banditos to come out and play, I will be there with my tequila margaritas, of course, only drinking the finest, and I will have a great time.
Yeah, dude, it was a hell of a good time. It was a hell of a good time. Plenty of beers were had. Everyone had fun.
Dude, that's the best. Like just carefree paintball, just chilling with the boys and having a great time.
Yeah, like no one was mad or anything like that. Like I didn't see, at least on that I saw, there was no like major like ref discrepancies or anything crazy like that. You could speak up, Waldo, because you were behind the booth the whole day.
No, everything.
All right, I didn't
like
see
I
anything.
said, like there was only a little, there were some APPA issues, but like
Yeah, but that's
I've
not
been
your
lucky
fault or
enough to
anybody
been
else's.
doing this a long time to like kind of like navigate my way through without there being major hiccups or a major slowdown in the day. And shout out to OXCC for hosting and had some pretty bomb chicken tenders that they cooked up for me. So it was a solid day, dude.
You know it's okay when no one complains about the reffing because that's like the number one thing. If you get good reffing, it's going to be a fantastic day.
That's what I was saying. You didn't see anyone blowing up like that. And the facility is always nice there. I know it's like because I come from like the shit facilities here on Long Island, so any place I'm like, oh my god, there's turf. But OXC is a nice facility for sure.
Absolutely, I'll be there. Like you said, I'm going to be there later this year for WTS, but then also, I think we're going to be playing the ICPL there, the whatever they're doing a minor event or whatever. But I'm also playing Pittsburgh. I think Dave Painter's got a team for Pittsburgh too, Mike. So maybe I'll see you in Pittsburgh.
Probably has two teams.
He probably does.
The man rolls deep. All right. And, dude, I was supposed to play it last year, and I was so bummed. Like I couldn't get out of work. Like I could have came down just for Sunday, and like I'm not gonna take.
That's a big ride.
Yeah, well, not even that. Like, I'll drive that to go hang out with the boys, Dave and them. Fuck yeah, I'll take that drive. But like, Dave knows so many people, and so many people are always interested in playing on that team. I'm not gonna take the spot away from another dude to maybe possibly play one day. Like that would be a real dickhead move.
Yeah. No, give that other kid like the experience for sure. All right, man. And so like, over the years, you've probably had a bunch of different type of guns and stuff. I love getting people's opinion on them. So, what's been your favorite gun you've had since you've started playing?
All right, this is very controversial. My favorite gun that I've ever owned was a Vanquish 1.5.
Yeah, I don't see a lot. That's not something I hear someone say a lot. Yeah.
So the reason why no one ever says it is because they never fucking work. They just break.
Yeah, I see a lot of them for sale on buy, sell, and trade back in the day.
Yeah, but when they work, they are by far the best shooting guns that have ever been made. I don't care what anybody says, and the ergonomics of them are second to none. But keyword there, when they work.
Yeah. It's like my old school die guns. Like I love my NT10s and like my NT11, but shit's always leaking. Yeah.
Those things were terrible, man.
Listen, I've always been a Planet guy, and you can definitely see that. But I don't know if you can get that. Yeah,
Planet. Yeah.
I love Planet clips. Doesn't matter if it's snowing, muddy, raining. Aliens attacking. That thing's gonna work and it's gonna shoot.
Yeah, no, I've been
Absolutely.
using my LV2 for almost that's pretty much since it came out. I got it like a couple months after it came out. I love my LV2, dude. Oh,
Fuck yeah, it feels good and everything. I held
yeah.
ones. I never got to like actually play with it.
Yeah, I loved it. See, but I love all the LV shots. I love that drop shot from the Poffit. Like I had a 1.6 that I loved, and I got rid of it because I'm dumb. And I guess that's what all paintball players do. They sell their guns, right? And they regret it.
Yeah. See, I hold on to my guns and I just let them break and get disheveled, and I just borrow everybody else's guns. So I get a nice variety. I get a nice selection.
That's like
You
me.
got
Like
every gun out on the market, dude.
100%. Especially with like a teammate like John, who's got like 7 guns that he brings to every practice and event. It's like, what will I shoot today?
yeah, we got one of those. His name is Tim Doyle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout
Shout out to Tim. Shout out to John even too. So when we landed in Florida, we're literally driving right by. We're driving out of the airport, and John was like right there, and he like tried to like get in our car or something, like just joking around or whatever. So like shout out. It was kind of cool seeing it. You know what I mean? When you fly into Florida, you get that, like, you see the carousel of gear bags and you're like, oh, this is paintball, man. This is sick. When you travel to other places, you maybe see 1 gear bag or 2 gear bags or whatever. But when you go in the World Cup, it's like gear bags everywhere.
Yeah. Everybody on your flight is there for World Cup. Like that's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You'll see people you didn't even know. You're like, oh, dude, you're on my flight? Oh my God.
Yeah, 100%. I actually have a really funny story about Billy Bernaccia. So we were on the same flight for Cup like a couple of years ago or whatever, and I almost murdered Billy like 3 times accidentally. Just like running into him and almost falling on top of him, like he would have been squished, and that would have been terrible. I would have felt so bad because I like Billy. He's a good guy.
Yeah. He's really tiny though. I've never met him in real life. He's small, isn't he though?
Well, I'm like very robust, and I'm 6'1", so like a lot of people are small compared to me. He's not he's not teeny tiny, but he's a little bit shorter.
Smaller in statured.
Yeah, Snake Gronk is an excellent term for it. He's short, but he's Gronk. You know what I mean?
And, speaking of the brought up Billy, do you have any like who's like your favorite pro player? You can even pick one from the past who doesn't have to be current, but is there any pro player that was like your dog?
I mean, I feel like anybody other than like, if you name anybody other than like Oliver Lang, it's like blasphemy. So I'll go.
I'd say who's the best. I said who's your favorite because that's like
favorite. Oh
yeah, because you're right. That's like so.
Who's the best is Ryan Greenspan.
I mean, listen, I'm not gonna get into the GOAT debate because, dude, it's just everybody.
It's like a lose-lose.
It's LeBron James. What are we talking? I mean, what sport? What? Huh?
Hey.
No, it's actually
respect on MJ's name.
No, it's actually not either. It's actually Russell from the Celtics because he has the most championships in the NBA.
That's fair.
Most rings. He has 11, dude. He has more than fingers.
He's got a documentary out on Netflix that I need to watch still.
Yeah, I watched it like the other week. That's the only reason why I know his name.
Is it good? Is it good?
Is it good?
It was good. It was good. It was good. I like all those things though.
Yeah, my thing about things from the old time, it's like those people were not that good at the sport. So I don't know, man. When it comes time to stuff that old too, that's like I said thing about baseball too. When you see about those records from the old time, it's like those people are basically pitching underhand. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, but that's like saying Rosie and Mooner are not that good, and then Mooner just clapped up Ron at the mechanical tournament last couple of days ago. 1v1, dude. Moondog won it, dude.
There's a little different because at least they were the 90s. That's like talking about like LeBron and James. Like you're talking about like Bill Russell. Bill Russell's like the 60s, 70s. Like we're talking a long ass time ago.
Yeah, I mean, listen. It's like that with any sport, though. You know, as the years progress, people start it younger. They get more skills. They add more stuff to the arsenal of what they're able to do. So it's always going to be like that, even in paintball. Because like, if you look at some of like those really old Dirter videos, like you look at some of those pro matches, and you're like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
So you know, it is what it is. My
It's like
favorite player.
watching the WNXL, right?
Dude, listen, Jen Folk will destroy me any day of the week.
Okay, listen, but there's a major disparity between the top and the bottom of the WNXL.
I mean, you're probably not wrong on that.
Yeah, but I could
You
easily
know what I
make the
mean? Like Jen
argument that's a
Folk,
big
I'll be honest with you. I think the only I think Destiny and Heroines is good to watch, but like some of the other matchups, I don't want to watch. To be honest with you,
Yeah, but you can make that same argument about the pros. Like honestly, like the bottom 5 teams are significantly worse
yeah,
than the
but
top 5.
but the gap is a lot closer in pro men than pro women.
Yeah.
We'll take this into consideration, though. A lot of these girls are very new to the sport, whereas
Oh
you
yeah.
got
Yeah.
like
Yes,
someone like
100% agreed.
playing
Mhm.
for like forever, and Jessie goes out there and she shoots a lot of people because she
Yeah.
knows all that.
Right.
She's got the
No, you're
experience.
1000% right.
Yeah. But no, I will say it. I do actually enjoy watching some of the WNXL matches. It's interesting to see where like our sport is actually going because like
Yeah.
I listen, I know a lot of people have like a problem with calling it pro, and dude,
I think it
whatever.
should be called open.
Dude, you could call it whatever you want. The women's only league is cool in my opinion because you're bringing more
Yes.
legitimacy to our sport, and that's
Right.
what everybody claims they want. So like, dude,
1000%.
yeah, you might not agree with the terminology that they're using, but it's moving our sport forward. So kudos to Tom
I
Cole
agree.
at the NXL. So
Right, because the way I
No,
look
I
at it is
agree.
if you look at like women that try like the pro woman football league was pretty much women playing football in lingerie. Like
it was awesome. I loved it.
but
One of my
like you know what I'm
favorites.
saying? And at least they're not running around like pretty much playing paintball in bathing suits. Like it's pretty much the same version of ours, like the sport.
Watch it more.
Yeah, 100%.
Sure, more.
And then you have people like Taylor who plays with us and stuff, and like she could play on any WNXL team she wants. But you
Right.
know, my standpoint on it is like I'm gonna grind out with these guys that I've been playing with for 5-6 years at this point. We're gonna play. Like this is my team. Like she loves all those people and
Right.
you know they're friends, but we're like her family. So she stays with us and she grinds out with us.
Hell yeah, that's sweet, dude.
I never actually answered the question though.
It's okay. Think about it.
What was the question?
Ask him what who his favorite player is.
Oh,
I'll give a 2-person answer because it's a hard decision. Eddie Painter and Yosh Rao. And Eddie for just like the extreme ability that he's always had to shoot off the break. You know, obviously being a bigger guy, that's always going to be my assignment. Yo, Mike, get the kill off the break. That's your job. So I always love that, and you know the passion that he's always put forward. Even watching him when he played on 187 crew, like just that you see that fire in him like so hard, you know.
Mhm.
And I always love that. And then the other person, Yosh, because I don't really see too many like super creative people that can go out there and win those 3-on-1s and just, you know, he's been around forever. Like excellent gun skills, excellent communicator, and you know, when you give him a chance, he's going to take that chance.
Oh yeah. All those dynasty guys, like they're the way they operate just is like I can't even fathom it because like sometimes you'll see like Frazier take an event off and then he'll just come back and the guy's like still good at like they're just always so good no matter what. Doesn't matter the layout, like the circumstances. It doesn't fucking matter. They're just good. Blows my mind.
Oh yeah, 100%.
When everything's perfect, I can barely be good.
Dude, when everything's perfect, I'm like 9, 10 drinks deep, and I'm on. Well, yeah, alcohol got banned at our practices now. No more.
Oh damn, dude! Nexus is serious.
Dude, we are taking it very serious. And we're allowed to drink. Like we got to be reasonable though. I had a stern talking to from the big dog.
So who is the owner? I guess you would say of Nexus.
So in my opinion, it would have to be John. But if you ask him, he's gonna be like, "It's all of our team." So it's good because he's ultimately who we're all taking our Q's and P's from. But if you ask him, he's like, "Dude, everybody has an equal say in this. Like, this is our stuff," which is great to have in your leader.
Yeah, for sure. Because like unfortunately someone's got to handle all the nonsense, as shitty as it is.
Yeah, that's facts.
All right, jersey orders, getting everyone money for entry, and yada yada yada.
Yeah, but honestly, he thrives in those situations. Like he loves it.
Good for him.
He's a weirdo. Dude, I did it so many times. I hate it. I cannot stand
Me too.
it.
I did it for a couple of years, and I'm not doing it anymore. I'm done.
And
shout out to the Claw Boys one time.
Yeah, I did it for like my guys, but like I was stupid. I was like, "Oh, people really want to buy this jersey. Let me go. Let everybody order my fucking jersey." Dude, that was a nightmare.
Dude, how many jerseys was it?
Total, I think I saw. Well, besides my team, I think there was like 36 jerseys that went out in the first batch, and then another 14 or so in the second batch.
Yeah, that'd be enjoyable. Enjoyable, a nightmare.
It was annoying, but it did help us pay for events, which was clutch. Saved everybody on the team a lot of money.
Yeah, that's what's up,
dude.
Yes.
That's what you see a lot of these teams doing now. It's almost like you don't start teams anymore. People try and start like whole brands. Like we try to do that with Overshot and stuff like that. It's like, the Pirate Speedball thing. I see them doing that. That's what everyone's trying to do now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually slightly getting on that wave myself because my boy Smiley Joe was like, "You need a brand." Yeah. So I've been thinking about it, and I got some stickers coming out. I'll give you guys some.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. But dude, honestly, anybody can make a company nowadays. So like, why not go for it?
Yeah, it does make a lot of sense.
Every major team should do something because, I mean, even look like Tropic did with their mask.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, 100%.
They sold out, dude, within minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. Look at Enemy of the State. It was like 4 kids at the beginning, and now, dude, they have a whole storefront.
Yeah.
Right? Or am I wrong?
They're killing it. Yeah, they do. They do limited draws.
They have a storefront. Just not went to the public yet, but yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. So like, dude, why not? Like, if you're thinking about it, just go in. Like, give it your best shot.
Agreed.
Dude, 1,000%. And like all that stuff is not to say it's hard, but that like people will want to support your team. You know what I'm saying? So like if you get shirts or like whatever hoodies, like people will buy that shit, man.
Yeah, and even like, so I noticed a lot with the Claw Boy stuff. It wasn't even like so much like all my friends that I'm like close with. It was like complete strangers that were like, "Dude, those jerseys are so sick. How can I get one? How can I get one?" It's like, oh, okay. And now because of that, we have that small interaction. Now they follow me, and they're like, at least like 4 or 5 of them will hit me up every once in a while and be like, "Hey, man, saw you post. You're still at it playing the paintball. That's awesome, dude. Keep on." So it's like you make small little connections, and that's always nice. I like that.
Dude, hell yeah. Awesome. And I got another question for you. So throughout the course of you playing, who would you say you contribute your like most like success to as far as becoming a player? I know you talked a lot about, the guys at Laneway and things like that, but who are some of the players that really helped you get to where you are, man? Maybe it's the dudes on Payload. Maybe it's before then.
It would going back to like the Stingray and Frontier guys, like people like Chris Wildfoster,
Yeah.
Andy Wittershin, John Chan. They really helped me out a lot, and they got rid of a lot of bad habits that I had, on the field. Rob Stack taught me how to be one of the best communicators on the field.
And that's super important.
Yeah, and also when people like get mentored by teams or players that are above them. I'm on the same team as like all the Frontier guys, and it's like not only do I have to learn and get better, and they're helping me and they're teaching me, I have to compete for playing time against these guys. So I have to bring my A game, which
every day.
Yeah. So all those guys, like, I know I'm not saying everybody's name because we'd be here for another 45 minutes if I had to say it.
Yeah.
But like all the laneway guys, not just Frontier and Stingray, but like Andy Hahn and all the High Vi guys, like all of them. That whole community of players, just it was something really special at that field.
Hell yeah, man. And of course, dude, as we get towards the end here, of course, Waldo, if you got any more questions, feel free. But I know you said Nexus is new, you guys are starting out, but if they have any sponsors, man, you want to give them a little shout out to give you guys a little love, I would love to give you that opportunity, man.
So currently Nexus does not have sponsors, but I wouldn't I have like a couple of things going on. I wouldn't necessarily call them sponsors. I would call them more supporters. My boy Twan over at Destroyer Lifestyle makes the best jerseys I've ever worn ever. And I'm sorry, Todd Martinez. I still like weapons. It is what it is. His jerseys are a little bit more lightweight. They're a little bit more roomier. I'm a big fat guy. I need it. Yeah, just he's been amazing. I'm doing a custom jersey for every single event this year through him, which is going to be
so sweet, dude.
Oh, nice.
I got Fat Boy Mafia, dude on Instagram, repping the big boys. So I got to show love to him. So this one's not even paintball related. My buddy owns this coffee company, and it's called It's Been Smith Coffee Company.
I'm gonna check him out. I love coffee.
Dude, he plays paintball. He's a great dude. And honestly, like, I like coffee. I'm not the biggest coffee drinker, but I wanted to support my friend, so I got a couple of different flavors and stuff. If you like good coffee and you're really a coffee guy, try them out, because Jesus Christ, dude, I'm once in a while I get Dunkin' guy. Now I need that coffee every single morning to start my day. And the coconut, toasted coconut, by far the fucking best flavor he has, and they're all good, but that one's my personal favorite. And dude, it is just wild. Like, I can't even believe you can make coffee taste that good. Like, it's a little ridiculous.
Dude, I'm so psyched to try this out. Oh my god.
A couple other guys are like, K-Cab from the Jesters. By the way,
shout out
Jesters, Big Timmy, and Tesh hooking me up with some nice swag when I played Cup with them. K-Cav, he's got his headbands coming out. Those are all super dope. I finally got one, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I want to say what's up to him because I know he's from the area, and I saw him playing when he was with Smoke down at ICPL.
Dude, he is like the nicest guy ever. Like, he's such a cool dude, and he will talk to you your ear off, especially you, because both of you guys are into like battle. Dude, awesome dude to talk to. Besides that, I mean, enjoy paintball. Always shout out to Nico Hyde. Anytime I hit him up, he always comes through for me, whatever I need.
Hell yeah.
And then the last but not least, big Chris Straza over at Battle Creek. Like, I know I'm gonna get some of my friends like a little bit butthurt, but Battle Creek, best paintball field in the Northeast. Sorry guys, I said what I said.
Mic drop. Yeah. No, it's super nice there. You were talking about when the Bears were playing in the snow. I think they were at Battle Creek when they were shoveling the snow.
Yes, they were. And you know what? Cubs, listen, I love you guys. You guys are my friends. But when you unstake bunkers, take the stakes with you. Don't leave them on the field, because then the teams that come Sunday have to clean up after you, and it's not cool.
Freaking young kids, man.
They're not even young, dude.
Piglet's young.
Yeah, there's like one or two young ones on that squad.
But but they're like. Shout out to Aiden Connor. Shout out, man. But
no, that's not his name anymore. I found they call him Piglet at practice. His new name is Piglet.
Are you serious?
I was gonna call him I was gonna say Donuts, but the first time I met him, because like everyone on his team, there was two dudes named Aiden and one name was Hayden, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna remember your names. Like I just met him and I was supposed to coach him in a tournament, and I saw he had like a donut headband on. And I was like, your name's Donuts. And then everyone called him Donuts. And next one, he's like, dude, I hate this name. I'm like, shit, don't wear a donut headband, dude. Sorry.
Yeah, but you give everybody a fucking weird nickname.
I honestly, when people first start, I give them, like, I just see what they're wearing. And that's usually what I'll be like, yo, red mask.
Yeah, I remember when you met that kid Landon who played on MSG Army. You're like, oh yeah, the little mini Tyler MSG kid.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to Tyler wherever he's at. Where's he at? North Carolina.
North Carolina, Wilmington. Yeah, living his best life out there, paintball free.
Paintball free, dude. What a
You're
smart
like Michael Scott, trying to remember people's names on down here.
Dude, I know all the names. I know all the names.
There you know.
Basically, anyone that matters, they know me, and I don't know them. And that's how I like it.
I got you.
Nice. I like it. Because that's shade too. So that means if you don't know your name, that means they're nobody. I like it.
Yeah, they'll be like, yo, what's up? And I'll be like, yo. And I'm like, who is that?
Dude, see, you don't have a problem doing that. Dude, so like, I'll every once in a while have someone come up to me and be like, yo, Mike, what's going on? Or yo, Boulder, what's up? No clue who the fuck they are. And I'm just like, hey, man, how's it going? And I feel so bad that I don't know their name.
I feel good. I feel good. I feel like a big deal. I mean, I shouldn't, but I do.
Jesus Christ. No, dude. And like, it's that awkward situation where you don't want to be like, oh, sorry, what's your name again? Because they're like,
no, you can't say that. You can't do that, dude.
No, you can't. Yeah, you can't do that.
No, you just gotta live with I'm calling them what's up, dude, for the rest of their life.
No, I just pray that they post something on Facebook and it comes across my scroll and be like, dude's name was fucking Tyler. That's what that kid's name was. Thank God.
Oh yeah, that's a solid strategy. I don't even pay attention to
that. That's how I operate. But dude, Mike, thanks for spending so much time with us. Really appreciate you sharing your story and spending some time with us today, man. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely, guys. Always a pleasure hanging out with you guys. Next time, let's do it in person and have some drinks. What do you say?
Definitely.
Dude, hell yeah. Let's do it. And as always, the listener, thank you for spending the whole time with us. And we'll catch all you guys on the next one. Take it easy, guys.
Later.